As I roamed out one morning, just at the early dawn, for to consult the muses down by a grassy lawn. There I met with Pandora, in confusion she was tossed, saying on Blackwater sandbanks 400 lives were lost. On the 27th of April, from Liverpool set sail this gallant ship Pomona, with a sweet and pleasant gale, bound for the land of plenty, for freedom was her toast, and nothing interrupted her till on the Wexford coast. Her crew were 35, all seamen stout and bold, beside 400 passengers that never were controlled. Then by fictitious reckoning, most cruelly she was tossed on Blackwater shoals or sandbanks, or coral reefs or rocks. Soon after that she struck the bank, and then we may suppose unto the God of glory each conscience did disclose, petitioning for mercy to the great good God on high, with mountain billows roaring beneath a dismal sky. With her riggins and her bulwark and her steering tore away, wasn't that a dreadful sight to see in Wexford Bay? 'Twas on that dreadful crisis her captain stood amazed, with cruelty he bound them down to meet their watery grave. Now to conclude and finish my sad and tragic tale, for those that fell the victim, his mercy we appeal, and to their great Creator, for them we'll ever pray, that he may cancel all their sins upon the judgment day.
So yeah, the Pomona, that was a terrible tragedy, wasn't it?
That was a terrible, terrible tragedy, yeah. It was terrible, you see, in more ways than one, because first of all they left Liverpool, and even though there was a storm blew up after, but they came with a pleasant air and up and a nice soft wind, but they actually mistook the Tusker. And instead of keeping from Liverpool, instead of keeping left of it, they came right and came in on the Blackwater bank. Now there's also and I think that's fairly well documented as well, and it's fairly well said too, that the captain was of somewhat under the influence of some intoxicating liquor, which meant that he was drunk. And he wouldn't, and he ordered to batten down the hatches coming up, and they were all battened down, and they couldn't go up, and they were all drowned in the boat, which was terrible altogether. She broke up, you know. I mean, he was a terrible man. But the crew got away all right. They got away. But you know, when she broke up, there was bodies strewn along the strand for for a long, long time after they all didn't come in. But it was a terrible story. You see, there were 400 people lost, over 400 people drowned that day, and they would have all left. There would have been Irish on it as well, because the Irish would have went to Liverpool to get honour, to board or there to go to America, and there would have been a lot of Irish. I mean, when they got on that boat to go, would have been. I read somewhere where that the excitement of getting onto this Pomona to get to America was wonderful. The fact that they were now on this boat going to the land of plenty, to the land of freedom, to the land of wealth. And of course America at that time was the wealth. If you could get there, it was. And she was supposed to be a powerful boat of her time too, only she went to the wrong side. And when she went in on the sandbank, she actually broke across in the middle, and they were drowned, But as the song said, the captain, Captain Merrique was the captain's name. They don't mention him in the song, but Merrique, that was his name. And he just stood there and he ordered the bantam to hatch him down, and they couldn't get up, which was a desperate, if you could imagine 400 people drowned. Just off that Blackwater bank. But that Blackwater bank, you see, comes right up from Corriclow side nearly on to beyond Morris Castle, and it's a treacherous bank because it comes right up. And then before it goes on to the Money West there's sort of a channel out between it for to get there. But that Blackwater bank caught an awful lot. But the Pomona shouldn't have been there at all. She shouldn't have been in there. She went to the wrong side of Tusker, and that's how that terrible tragedy happened,